So, I told you that I was working on my own programming language that I were to use in my game engine. Well, I made some cool stuff with it. So I implemented C binding. So now you can actually you can compile functions in C and call them from Hermes, my programming language. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So first I'm going to go to Hermes, and I'm just going to install it so that I have the latest version. Okay, now we're gonna go to, let's just make a temporary folder. Okay, so in here we're gonna write our Hermes plugin, or we're gonna write a function that we will call from Hermes. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Okay, what are we gonna do? Okay, let's just make a function that returns the pi or something. Okay, so let's make a lib.c. Or actually, let's move that to lib. Let's move that to pi.c. And then we're gonna write a function in here. So what you do is that you do so first you need to include Hermes slash ast.h, and you also need Hermes slash dynamic list.h. Okay, so now what you can do is that you do ast get pi, and now you can just do return. No, let's do ast ast is equal to ast let's make it a float. And then we do ast float value is equal to 3.14. So, and then you return the ast, and that's basically it. Now we can compile this, and we will be able to call this function from my programming language. Now this is very cool because let's say you want to make let's say you want to use Hermes programming language, and you want to write a really fast like sorting method or something like that. Then you can write it in C, compile it, and you can call it from Hermes. Now you can also like for example, let's say you want to make a HTTP request. Now Hermes does not come with that feature out of the box. So if you want something like that, then you have to write your own C binding for that, and then you can use like libcurl or whatever and compile that, and then you call it from Hermes. Okay, so let's compile this. Okay, so now I have sort of forgot the flags for it, but let's do I have a okay. We're just gonna use this. Okay, so now we're gonna do, I'm just gonna create a simple helper file here, compile.sh, and I'm gonna put this in here. No, that's wrong. Why did you do that? Oh, now I have to do it again. Cat compile. Okay, there we go. Now let's close that one, and we're gonna modify this. So let's just call this lib get pi, and we're compiling pi.c, and we're not gonna use curl. I think that's good. Okay, so now we're just gonna make that executable, and then we're gonna compile it. So we compile it. Okay, so now what we got here is no, we should see. There we go. So we have a libgetpy here. So we can read this using Hermes. So now let's say we make a Hermes script here. You don't have to put it in the same directory. You can put it wherever you want. But anyways, let's just make a Hermes script here. So let's call this main.he. And then we just do what did I name it? All right, so now to load this function, you do deload, and then you put in the path to the shared object file. And we're lucky because we're in the same directory as the shared. We're in the same directory as the shared object file. Okay, so we can just do libgetpy.so. And now the second argument is which function do you want to load from there. So our function was called getPy, so we're going to load that function. Okay, now just let's run Hermes on this file and see if we get any errors. Cannot open file, no such file or libgetpy.so. libgetpy.so. Oh, maybe it needs to be what it is here. libgetpy.so. Maybe we need to do something like this. I don't know. Okay, so that works. Okay, so we have loaded that function. Now what we can do is we can do float value is equal to getPy. And then you can do, let's see if that throws any errors. No, let's print that value now. You see? So now we have called a function written in C from Hermes. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? Now, if you want, let's say you want to pass some arguments to this function. Let's actually let's say you want to throw in some arguments here. Let's say we want to do, let's say we want this to add a number to it as well. So let's say we put in 8. Okay, so now if you want to read that argument from your C code, you simply have to put dynamic list t args. Now this list will contain the arguments that the programmer has called when he used the function. So what you can do now is you can collect that variable by doing ast t arg0 is equal to args items 0. Oh. We need to cast it. Now, since we know this is going to be an integer, we can just do int value is equal to arg0 int. I don't remember if it's integer value or int value. I don't remember. Let's just compile it and see what happens. No, so it's int value. Okay. Okay, so let's just do plus int value. So now it's gonna add 8 to it. Cool. So now if we go in here, okay, we have already did that. So now if we run our Hermes script on the main file, it added 8 to that number. So that's how you put in, how you throw in arguments to the functions that you write. So that enables you to write really fast code, because you sort of get the speed of C, but you can use Hermes. So that's pretty cool. Now, of course, you can load multiple functions from one shared object file and stuff like that. I think I actually wrote a whoa, that's pretty weird. Anyways, I wrote a shared object file to make HTTP requests in Hermes. So if I want to load that, I would just do, let's say we want to use that function. Then I just do paste in this, and then we do lib Hermes http get dot so. Okay, and what is the? I think I just named that function http get or something. Okay, cool. So now let's try and make an HTTP request. You just do string result. It's not very smart right now. That library, it's just gonna give us a string. So just, anyways, it's just a test. It's equal to http get http example.org, and then we're gonna print the result. Hermes main.he, and there we go. It worked. So if you want to know, if you want to look how that library, how that C function looks like, it's very simple. It's the same as the one we wrote here, but it's just different because we're using curl and returning that. So here's the function, and it's returning the, it's making a string, abstract syntax tree node, which is a string, and it's just setting the string value and then returning the AST. So yeah, that's how you can call C functions from Hermes. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.